The ending of Arslan is quickly approaching, and it's only one more week until the ending, finale, of this series. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss this series quite a bit when it finally ends, because it's been a fun ride. I mean, it's had its ups and downs, but it's been a very fun ride, and seeing this fight really just gave me nostalgia, like when I first started this series, like when I really got into Arslan because of the politics to the war and stuff at the early stages of the series. This episode completely reminded me of something like that. Like, when I saw Arslan on his horse, and he rode into the battlefield, it reminded me of the first war that we saw at the beginning of Arslan, and I'm like, oh my god, this is just too damn good. Like, it was breathtaking to see how Arslan just charged the battle like that with Daryun and Narcissus, and they went in, the gate, the raising of the gate, to going through the secret passageway, to, you know, going in and raiding inside to where that holy ground was, and then fighting Silver Mask. There was just so many good scenes that reminded me of the first war of the series, and this was just so nostalgic. That's the best way to describe this episode, and I think it's a fitting way to kind of have the final battle of the series. So, to really put this in perspective, Silver Mask isn't defeated. Like, he escapes. Daryun and him have a fight, which, by the way, that Daryun and Silver Mask fight, oh, fuck. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, like, did you see the fucking, oh my god, like, when they were going at it and they're slicing, that was great. That animation was so good. I think it was one of the best usages of animation they've had in the entirety of Arslan. One of the best moments. Just that fight with Daryun and them, like the flower scene when you see the grass and flowers while the camera's moving as they're fighting. Oh, that was so good. That was just so good while they're just going at it. And then on top of that, like the music that was used when they were going at each other, and then the talking, the conversations, it was just so cool. It was. So I just want to compliment Arslan for a good fight scene. Like, I did not expect to see a fight like that. And Daryun versus Silver Mask, I thought, you know, Arslan would have fought Silver Mask, but hey, I'm fine with Daryun and Silver Mask fighting, which brings up the question now. Daryun is injured. He got sliced in the side, and in the days of medieval, like, you know, in this type of days, when you get a slice like that, usually it's fatal. Like, that could turn out to be very fatal. But there is magic in this series, so I don't think Daryun is probably going to die. I highly doubt that. If he does die, oh, fuck. But I don't think he will die. So Daryun most likely is going to get healed. He'll probably get healed in some way or form, and he'll be fine. And Alam, too, that, you know, got injured in this episode, I don't think he's going to die as well. I think he will be fine. But I'm willing to eat my words. Like, next week, if the episode comes around, we see a funeral service for these two characters, I'm just going to be like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, yeah, I'll eat my words. I'll fucking eat my words if I watch next week's episode, the final, and I see them having a funeral service. I'm gonna be sad. I really will be sad, because Daryun is such a good character. Seeing him die, I kind of feel upset, because he's, like, the best boy of the series. Like, you know, he really is a good character, and if he just die like that, I don't know how to feel. But it would show repercussions of failure, so that would be a good way to progress, you know, characterization and development for Arslan if he did lose Daryun. But, I mean, who knows? I just don't think he will die. So back on to the fight. Like, the way the fight was done with the gate raising, to the charging of the horses, to the way the people that believed in the faith or their god, when they were killing themselves, such good impact to how war is. Like, war is hell. And seeing how these people that believed in the faith in their god, and they were just killing themselves, they were jumping off the fucking tower, killing themselves because they had nothing to live for. And I'm like, really? Really? Like, seriously, I mean, I guess in a sense they don't want to become slaves, because usually in war at that time, when you were having a battle with another nation or a different army, usually the people that are the civilians get hurt the most, because they survive after the war, they get to see their loved ones die, and then also usually the women get raped and then sold off to slavery, and usually the children as well. So I could see why they probably took that action of killing themselves, because normally in this world, you had to where the person that won would take the slaves, all the women and children, and throw them off and to make money out of them. So I could see kind of why they did that. They thought they were going to become slaves, and they didn't want to do that, and I guess It's better than, becoming a slave and having to serve someone you don't want to serve, and you don't want to serve someone probably because you want to live a free life. So yeah, I can understand that, but still, the suicide thing, like when the old man, like the leader, the commander dude, when he killed himself, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, Arslan says he's not gonna hurt none of you. Like, he doesn't want to hurt none of you, he doesn't want to throw you into slavery, but then you're gonna sit there and kill yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm just, you know what, let's just look past it. So yeah, the final episode is coming of Arslan, and I'm looking forward to it, because it's going to be sad to see it go, but I'm curious on how it's going to all wrap up, because Silver Mask got away, so he's not dead. So this final fight is not over. Like, it's not. And so we might have a Season 2. Maybe we might get an announcement for a Season 2 of Arslan next week on the finale. And yeah, so tell me your thoughts and comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.